What's up, everybody? I'm Redbeard the Heavy back at you with another fun-filled live podcast. All kinds of shit going on this week. Let's see. Hitting up some messages really quick. Seeing how today is 4/19, tomorrow being 4/20, the National Get High and Get Stoned Day. Make sure you pee in a cup prior to your activities of tomorrow. This way you have some clean piss while you go to work and they do a random UA for all those random people. Also, don't post any of that shit on social media, because the moment you start posting that shit on social media is the moment that people start going, random UAM, random UAM. And then you got all those workplace snitch bitches, and they just fucking suck donkey dick. Yes, we're using all kinds of fun-filled language tonight. I've been on a mood of fuckery for the last 2 days because it's fucking fan-fucking-tastic. Today took for goddamn ever to go and get over, even though I had to stay late to make sure that I had accomplished my time to make sure I got my 40-hour work week, which I missed it by 0.03 hours. So basically, I clocked out like a minute and a half early. Oh, well, fuck it. I don't care. It was a long, boring-ass day where I stood around with one of the thumbs in my butticus maximus, which, if you ask anybody that knows me, I actually have no butt. I'm a guy. I have worked my ass off. There is no bubble there. It is just straight no ass into legs. There's a crack, shit comes out of it. Because I do 3D printing, but only when I'm in the bathroom. And the only thing I'm ever able to 3D print is complete shit. I don't know if the programming or what is going on with it on it's completely wrong, or if there's something going on with the diet. I am also family-friendly entertainment, so make sure you play this shit as loud as you possibly can in any room of your house where random people in your house can hear me go, fuck! Because, well, it's funny, and if they don't like it, you can just tell them, fuck off, grasshopper. Or, take a long walk off a short pier, or fuck off. That seems to usually do the trick. I like that word. Tell somebody to fuck off. You're telling them exactly what you think of them. Now, if you add creative context and creative wording, like, go fuck yourself with a steel dildo, then you're giving them an activity to do. And some people need activities to do because they don't know how to actually do anything for themselves. So you have to tell them what to do. And there are some sick fucking people out there that would probably actually go do that. I don't know why. They're weird like that. Oh, let's see. I do know that I have a shit ton of show flyers. Well, not really a shit ton. This week was kind of for being National Pothead Day. It's pre-gaming for podheadism. I'm not sure if that works. I literally laid in the chair for an hour, Loki. You could have come late on me and I could have pet you, but no. You decide when the moment I sit down to do my podcast, you decide you want my attention. I don't know why it is when I sit over here, he suddenly goes, I need your attention, pay attention to me, love me. The fact that I was on my phone just watching randomness has nothing to do with it. So, too bad, so sad. You can go lay on the bed or something. But I'm not petting you right now, and you're not jumping onto my lap. That's why I've got my chair angled so he can't get up here. Oh, no. He's not one of the kids. The kids are like, can conversate with me, and they don't smack me in the head with their paw or lay on my goddamn beard. Not saying that the beard isn't like massively fucking long. What's up, Juicy? I know you got some shows coming up. We got all kinds of people, which is weird because it's not, oh, hey, now all of a sudden the thing updated to having people on here. Yes, okay, yes, you're patting me. Yes, I shall pet you in your head. Goofy ass little cat. And people are probably traveling, so I don't know. They should play me over the loudspeaker so you can hear fuck that is my thing for today. I was also talking about pre-gaming for 420. Make sure you pee in a cup prior to doing any of the activities so you at least have clean pee. Which is funny because I'm going to make, that's right, Norfolk next weekend with Rivals Within. I think it's Rivals Within. It's something. There's like 3 bands on that bill. I have the flyer that I will be announcing later. But yes, I have been paying attention because some of the people up in Norfolk that actually follow me, which is weird because my daughter goes to school up there. So I know where Norfolk is. I was up there, almost a month ago. And I had a drink at a fine establishment. And I know there's a massive show coming up the 26th and 27th. It's like a 2-day festival at the Cosmic Eye Brewery Company. It's some kind of metal fest thingy. And there's like, I think I was seeing like 20 bands or so. It's going to, if I hit both nights, it is going to be a busy goddamn weekend. But also, I have all kinds of stuff coming up because for some reason, I usually hit the rock shows and the metal shows, and I went to the Rich show a couple, like, oh, you fat bastard. Say hi, Loki. Hi, fuckers. Okay, my ventriloquism is not very good. He does not look very impressed with me. It is my bad guy. Say hello. Hello, you motherfuckers. Make sure you do stuff. Okay. You are not very, you just get, oh, now you got to lick your foot. And you are not getting up here. Go away. Oh, goofy ass cat. See, I'm getting everything. The advantage of doing the podcast, and I can do whatever I want on it because nobody can tell me otherwise. See, if you notice, there's nothing on the shirt today. I was tired. I didn't feel like I didn't actually do anything at work. Seeing how there's like no actual dirt on the arms. So, which is funny because recently my daughter went and started her like majority of her leg tattoo. It's like halfway on her thigh, all the way down to her ankle. It's all these flowers and stuff. And it's funny because she makes these posts about it. And for some reason, everybody seems to like my comment. Like I call her, I'm just so the record straight. So there's nothing where people fuck up this. I'm very proud of my kids, all 3 of them, the 2 girls and the 1 boy. My oldest one is a girl. My middle one is a boy. And my youngest one is a girl. I call, every time she posts a picture of a tattoo, I call her the bitter disappointment. I can't understand where you got the idea that you needed to suddenly get tattoos and, making all kinds of comments and goofy shit like that about, I don't know why you did this. I don't understand why you colored your skin. What the hell is wrong with you? And it's always funny because everybody laughs at my comments because they know that I'm completely covered. I think one time I blamed her mother who has tattoos, that she's the reason. But then my daughter's like, I learned from you. Like the first session was like half her leg for just line work. And she's like, she showed it to me and I was like, well, you did learn one thing, kid. Go big or go home. Yeah, but it hurt. Well, that's the point of getting a tattoo. Weirdo. Well, I use numbing cream. Wish I would have known that when I did my rib cage. There's a reason that fucking thing ain't done. I didn't do it when I got my stomach. That sucked as well. The rib cage, I think, was worse. But yeah, we so far talked about National 420 Day, making sure you have your piss. I'm going to be making all kinds of references on 420 just to see if my job will UA me. I've only been UA'd twice by them. Once for my initial hire, and the second time was when I came back from back surgery to make sure I wasn't on any medication that wasn't prescribed to me. Apparently, they obviously think I'm some kind of fucking drug addict. And then when it keeps coming back clean, they just realize I'm just a little bitty fucking nuts. Or not little bitty nuts, little bit nuts. But I mean, I will stand there and watch people work and I will applaud them. Me and one guy have an ongoing thing of who can flip who off. And there was one moment, the number 2 guy in charge that I don't quite get along with all the time. Actually, most of the time. Because I'm usually getting caught on my phone because I'm social media. And he walks in and does like this whole like tries to be subtle and like hide it where like nobody can see it. And then I will just sit there and blam right out in the open where everybody can see it. And he was in that general direction. I don't think he thought that I was flipping him off, but I was also probably flipping him off because he was standing in that direction. But this is the same one that we have this ongoing thing with the if you haven't seen the genius TikTok from the white woman who works with, as she says, a whole bunch of Mexicans, and they call her, she has a cool Spanish nickname called Bendejo because it means beautiful. If you have not seen that TikTok, you probably should. We have an ongoing thing that calling each other Bendejo. And the funny part is, you can make it sound like you're saying beautiful in so many different contexts. And it's weird as hell. And we find it fucking hilarious. Or waiting for somebody to actually walk by and be like, you can't say that. Why not? He speaks Spanish. I hablo español un poquito, por favor. See, so I can pull off enough of just what I need to. And they kind of think I'm a little loco. Probably one of the craziest white dudes in the entire shop that is not on any kind of illegal substance or legal substance. Just lots and lots of caffeine and not giving 2 shits and a fuck. Or 2 fuck. My give a damn's broke. My don't give a shit button's broke. I have no fucks to give. But it's funny because it's like, I don't, like, people will be like, I don't give a fuck. Well, I do, but I'm just not, like, they're at home. Even though there's nobody here to give a fuck to, it's always funny because they're like, oh, wait, hang on. Oh, dude. That's why I have kids, because I gave a fuck a couple times. Passwords and say, well, I say all the cuss words in English. That was always one funny thing was like when my oldest one was in German class. Because, I mean, I speak tons of fucking German. It's a fluent language in this house. So anytime she'd get mad and would start talking in German, I knew it wasn't something good. So she'd be like, "Du bist dein Dum Dum." And I'm like, I don't know what that is, but don't say that again. She goes, I called you stupid. I'm like, oh. Well, see, you can't call me stupid. I'm smart. Now I know what that means. And the fact that you use German and you don't fluently speak German, it's not a fluent language in the house. I know you're saying something wrong. Like you Scheitzen. She had to go look that one up. And she goes, why'd you call me that? I'm like, because you're being a shit. See, I know enough of certain languages that I can get away with saying all the bad things. I don't know why that's the one thing I decided to learn in all the languages, but apparently all the foul language or all the inappropriate things are the ones that I learned. But like you can't tell people you're going to the bar. The certain translations don't work. Like I'm going to the bar to get pussy. I'm going to get gato. See, doesn't work because it means you're going to get a cat. Certain translations do not fit well. I don't know. See, this is where my mind goes. And see, drink Mountain Dew. It makes you perfectly sane in the head. And all the other things that I've done in my past, like all the heavy drinking and the drug use and everything else that is well documented. And that's why I fight with my doctors half the time. Because their thought process is once an addict, always an addict. Probably so, but don't tell me that. I don't fuck with prescription pills. Give me something I know exactly what it's going to do and the side effects. Like, give me some pot. I smoke some pot. I suddenly don't know where the fuck my vape pen is, or my vape is, and my fridge no longer has food in it because I suddenly got really goddamn hungry. Also, at Barleycorns, April 20th is Witch Cradle, Waysay Obelisk, Ether, and Dead Shoes. If you haven't seen, I like how we're doing all these pot references to go into shows now. If you haven't seen Ether's new video, I'm going to be doing a reaction review video for it. Those guys are fucking amazing. They're going to be playing at it's been announced that they're going to be playing at Ether is going to be playing at Fecht Fest, which is a yearly event in Kearney, Nebraska. And I have an ongoing joke with him. It would have been like the second or third time that I saw Ether. They were in this bar in Salina, Kansas. The bar's no longer there, but the problem with the bar was they kept blowing circuits. Hourglass blew it like 3 times. Well, we're in kind of a shady part of the town, so blowing stuff might have been the wrong terminology. But they ended up blowing like the breaker 3 or 4 times just during their set. They had to turn off all their lights and all their extra shit. And then I went to go see him for the Gunsmoke Sessions, the first concert series that they did with that. And they ended up blowing a breaker. So we have an ongoing joke that when I'm there and they're there, if a breaker blows, it's because we're both there. So I have the ongoing joke with it. Those guys are fucking amazing dudes. And they put on a hell of an incredible show. So if you have not seen Ether, I'm going to give a big shout out to them, and also Daniel Scott Films for the video that he just put out with them, which I'm going to be doing the reaction review video for here hopefully goddamn soon. Daniel Scott Films just cracked 1,000 followers on the Book of Faces. So Daniel Scott Films, if you haven't gotten a chance to check it out, he does a ton of music videos in the Kansas area, and also is an incredible photographer. I'm a huge fan of his work, and I've made it very well known that I'm a huge fan of his work. And the fact that I'm also a friend of his is a cool thing, because we ended up when I was down in Wichita, we ended up talking for a while, and it was just great catching up and talking with him. I enjoy what he does and learning. Like, he's giving me a couple little tricks and tips to help with some of the photography and the different things. So he's a badass dude. Also, April 20th, there is Diaper Jams in the Bourbon Street Sports Bar and Grill in Wichita. Diaper Jams is usually there's a raffle, cash prize, live auctions, bring diapers and bring the party. The Aaron and Austin show is going to be covering that, their podcast. Those guys are fucking amazing dudes. I had the opportunity to jump on their podcast when I was in Wichita, so that was a super fun thing. If you haven't checked it out, go check out what they do in the Wichita area. Great group of dudes. And the fact that I stole one of the guys' clothes and ended up just like doing my whole visit on his podcast wearing his outfit was fucking hilarious. And yeah, they're just like, dude, do whatever. You're your own entity with what you do, so we're just gonna let you roll with it. So it was a fun time. But live music from Tequila Ridge, Sunset Motel, Odds Against, that band is fucking awesome. Liquid Sugar, Danji for the Birds, The Dirty Gentleman, and Bottoms Up. I know I've seen Sunset Motel. Odds Against, amazing group. They are loud as hell and just a all-around great group of people. And Smashly is a fucking badass. She's a beast. Oh yeah, here's for Juicy, because the Cove presents Rivals Within with Evil Shadows and Raw Toast and Bear Rat. I believe I got all of them. There's a couple sponsors on there, some guitar thingies. So I skipped over one of the flyers to get to that, but we will get back to the KZUM benefit show here later, which I'm looking at covering that thing as well, because that one's got just a brutal badass lineup. Plus, I love helping John out, because John's such a great dude for the Lincoln, Nebraska music scene. He's always got stuff. Oh, then we're going to be hanging out then. I'll make sure I don't wear my pants and you wear your kilt. I might wear some shorts. Who knows? There might just be underwear running around all night. I mean, I don't think that bar would probably mind. They'd be like, all right, this is the least worst thing that's happened, so we'll let you slide. Take some good pictures. Tag us in it. But yeah, I know gearing up for me right now, Like I've got a rap show going on this weekend that I'm going to be attending. Well, I would wear tidy whities, but I learned a long time ago if you don't get all the wipe done, then they turn into some skid marks. So if you make sure you wear black ones, hey, nobody gonna know if there's any shit stains in there. Plain and simple. I mean, you got to wear the right color for the right situation, and brown is pretty close to black. I mean, it shouldn't really be. It takes a little bit to distinguish that. So, I mean, it seems to be fitting. If I start bleeding from that area, I better have my red underwear on so I don't I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this. It just went horrible because I have 2 daughters and I understand the whole sudden bleeding thing. And I don't know how they're going to take it or what they're going to say. But say hi to my little Cubone that I found while I was out and about on one of my adventures. I got a Pokemon Cubone guy, which this backstory is really fucked up because the skull that he wears is the skull of his mother. Really fucked up. So we're going to put him here on my little shelf next to, I don't know. We got some room right here. We'll put him right there. See, I love being able to do these things because I can just go off and rant and rave and suddenly go, where the fuck am I going with this? Like grabbing the sticker and promoting Soup Sound Studios in Wichita, Kansas. You also, it's one of my favorite, that one and the Mock Chow and, Onyx. Onyx is one that I always use. But out of the 3 main Pokemons, I was giving Soup Sound Studios in Wichita a shout out. And let's see. Yeah, out of the 3 starter Pokemon that you get, where you get the Charmander, the Bulbasaur, and the Squirtle, I always picked Charmander. 1, he's a fucking redhead. He shoots fire. I'm a redhead. I can spit some fire. Yo, yo, yo. Jump around. Jump around. Oh, shit. My back went out. Never mind. No more jumping around. Lay down and get down. Seems to be an ongoing thing. So I was always the fire guy. And then anytime that I picked one of the other ones, I'd play for like 15 minutes and be like, nah, fuck this one. This one, you got to actually know what the fuck you're doing. Fire just eliminates everything. It will burn the shit. It will fuck shit up. So I was always a Charmander guy, and I still am. If there's a fire type, I'm picking it. And then stop, drop, and roll. No, it's more like stop. Doing can't fuck. My knee went out. Pass the leave. Pass the leave around. Pass the leave around. Jump up, and fuck. My back went out again. Knees. My cat is now literally looking at me like I've lost my damn mind. See, and this is why I'm glad that nobody at my work actually tunes into, they might tune into this stuff. But see, this would be the kind of shit that they would be like, okay, we got to UA this guy because he's got to be on something. Can't just be that crazy. Yes, I can. I have 3 kids. I still kind of have 4 bonus kids. I got 2 grandkids. 2 grandkids. They're not a loser. They're fucking awesome. 2 grandkids. Well, one's awesome. One I haven't met yet. She's almost a month old. So I've got 2 grandkids. I mean, right there should automatically say that I'm a little bit crazy. Yeah. So, I mean, I hit up, I've literally got to almost the beginning of June, or pretty much June. I've got plans for about every weekend. Like hell, even my birthday weekend, I've got plans to go hit up a couple shows. The weekend that I'm having my family up for my birthday party, because they're like, oh, we got to have a birthday party for you. I'm like, do we have to? They're like, yes, we need to. Something about turning 40. Even though I'm not turning 40, I am turning 39 plus 1 because my dad said that I don't have to turn 40 because he can't imagine having a kid that's 40. I don't know what the fuck that has to do. I think it's more the fact that I'm still alive is what he's probably like, how are you still here? Like, you should have been dead years ago. Like, I mean, I thought when we found you and dropped the rock on your head, that should have been enough. But that's also how he regularly prescribed medication. I'm 25 and staying 25. I can't be 25. I still even though my kids say that I'm like 300 billion years old or trillion or something. I don't know. They say I'm older than the planet. I was there for the creation and the Big Bang. The Big Bang basically was because I farted and suddenly all this shit came out, the universes and all that stuff. That was me. Thank you. I take a round of applause. I did not create most of this stuff. All the shit that grew on here was bacteria and stuff. I don't know. Hey, maybe I should do some stand-up comedy night. Oh, no, wait. No, I already got enough shit that I'm working on. But yeah, so apparently that is showing why I would say my prescribed medication, but all I'm on prescribed medication is my like heart medication. So my thump still keeps thumping and it's not in a jar of dirt. So that my kids aren't going to actually thinking of that. Now I'm actually kind of concerned if when I do finally kick the fucking bucket, my kids are going to run around with a jar of dirt thinking that there is a thump in there because they've got a jar of dirt. I've got a jar of dirt, and guess what's inside it? Well, there will be no more rum because that's probably why I'm gone. Probably threw away the whole sobriety thing and all that shit, which is weird because I don't really give a shit about my sobriety. It's not something that I can go to bars. I'm perfectly fine with going to bars. And we all love Johnny Depp, but Amber Turd can go eat shit off the bedspread. I know, such a nice person of me. But where did I go with that? Something about Johnny Depp, eat shit, bedspread, kicking the bucket, rum gone, sobriety. That's where we were. Sorry, I had to go through all the things of the head and flip back to all the previous written cards. But yeah, like my sobriety, I don't really give a shit about. It's my being clean is the part that I'm more proud of being 13 years clean now. And my sobriety, like, I have to be careful because I realized the person that I become when I drink, he's a scary bastard because he likes to drink a lot. And he started to come out when I went for my daughter's 21st birthday and had that drink. Rum gone, Captain Jack reference. I've got all kinds of references. Like, where am I going with this? Well, not just Captain Jack, which is funny because Jack is a whiskey. So you got a whiskey rum. Oh, God. It'd be like a Long Island iced tea. Fuck that. Oh, shit. Hang on. My beard is caught in the microphone stand. That's a new one. On spot, yo. Oh, yeah, we also did some freestyle rapping, talking about old age. Shit, I don't even know where I'm at. I'm just letting go and having a... Can you say a gay old time like in the Fred Flintstones things, or is that going to be like culturally offensive to people? Because they're meaning a happy time, not like a happy time. I'm going to hell. I'm going to be canceled. Please try to cancel me because you can't cancel somebody who doesn't give a fuck and will say whatever they need to or want to. That's kind of the big thing. All right. The KZUM give Freyo. I'm learning all kinds of shit. See, this is why I can't decipher song lyrics half the time. This is why I got to write my own. And then I got to try to figure out what the fuck I wrote. Because some of the times that was always a creative challenge. May 17th in Lincoln at Gray's Keg. There is going to be the Metal Manifesto with the Dead Man's Band. What used to be Bear Attacks, and then My Coop, and I believe it's got a new name. And I don't know what it is. It's Pulse 9, and then Jody K, and fucking Dollarhide. If you have not seen Dollarhide, you are in for a goddamn treat. Those guys, I'd been following them for a while, and I finally got to see them at FeckFest last year. Those guys are brutal as shit and put on a killer show. And they're super cool fucking guys because they were excited that I was there. Not trying to toot my own horn. I mean, almost everybody's excited when I'm there because, I mean, you're going to get your some videos recorded, going to have a good time, we're going to hang out, we're going to talk, and it's going to be a blast. You're going to get some okay-ish pictures. We have Blind Items, Till Hell, which is a band that I'm actually looking forward to seeing once or for the first time. I have not had the opportunity, and I've been trying to for a while. The Dill Pickles, which that band is fucking awesome. They do a hell of a great job of the Scooby Doo cover song for the theme song. There's also the Mighty Crack Mountain, which they suck is their hashtag. Crack Mountain sucks is their hashtag, so look it up. Uh, then there's Tin Dead, which is amazing because Tin Dead's drummer literally looks like a soccer mom. Like, do not judge the book by the cover. She looks like a soccer mom. Incredible drummer. She's amazing and super nice. Actually, that whole band's super nice. Like, it's really cool. Like, I enjoy hanging out with them. And the baby band of the entire thing, Siphon. The only reason they're the baby band is because I literally think they are the youngest group of people on that entire bill. And if they hear this or see this, or if you see them, let them know I called them the baby band. Plus, I need their goddamn CD, so they need to hurry up and release that fucking thing. Let's see what else we got. And no, I'm not talking shit on Siphon. I love those guys. They're a great group of dudes. And I know that, oh shit, my beard keeps getting caught in my fucking mic. Either I need to like manage this thing better. I mean, I know it's long, but it's a little out of control. It must be a redhead thing. Trim it. No, I cannot trim it. I am working on being Gandalf the Red, or Albador. Shit. Dumbledore the Redbeard. I'm trying to be Dumbledore. Like, I'm gonna hit you. Like, I'm gonna use my little wizard thing. I've got his fucking wand right here. People don't like it. It doesn't shoot magic. I'll stick it up your ass, and it'll definitely make you squirm. Be like the Cruciatus curse, but just way more painful and fucked up. May not do magic, but once that thing goes in your ass, you're gonna be going. Well, some people might be. Some people might be making other noises. Yes, I still sound amazing. I'm almost hocked up all this shit. Curse of the microphone. Hell yes. We are writing a new book. I'm going to have to change. Based on true stories, all names and references to people have been changed to keep their identity secret. Like Juicy will now be known as Juicy. We have Redbeard the hippie will be known as Professor Redbeard. We'll have that fucking douchebag known as that fucking douchebag. And then figure out which Sarah it is on this thing. We'll make references to all of them, and they will change personalities throughout the book. So you're never sure which. Late Juicy! When you see his wee wee, you get late Juicy! I'm not going any further with that one because well, I think everybody's personality changes throughout the day. Just late Juicy's wee wee and the tighty whities. Oh wow. And this is why I have fun on these things. Let's see. We've got 12 bands in Chickasaw, Oklahoma. One night and one night only. On the 20th of April, we have Dime Store Riot, Stony Doom, Solomon Reed, Tetra, the Stacy's, High Water Gamble, Sacred Rose, Almost Guilty, D&G, The Roaming Ponies, possibly 1A, and 9 Left Dead. Ooh, 9 Left Dead. Their picture's fucking creepy. It's got a tree with a person on a swing, and one swing is empty. Oh, let's see. How many of these we got? Oh, shit. No, god damn it. I closed the thing. Fuck. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, we got the T-Bars Motorcycle Rally in Manhattan, Kansas. I have been to this thing. It is a great time. I ended up getting some cool shit from there. No, not shit. I got some cool stuff. I ended up getting these heart rocks. It looked really cool out of different rocks. Like there was a heart one that we got. There was a skull one, and there was a like bowl thing that we got. It was really cool. I ended up seeing Diabolical Orange Monkey and Imagine there. There was also Esper Winds that I caught the end of their set before I knew who they were. But they always put T-Bars, Motorcycle Rally, there's Bike Show, silent auction, loud pipes, 50-50 raffle. There's vendors, food trucks. There's a beer tent. And there's live music by Imagine and Sin and Scar, Love Like War, and Bootleg Mercy. All four of those bands are phenomenal bands. I've actually seen all four of them, and I would love to see all four of them again. It'd be really cool to see them all on the same bill. Oh, bourbon. Oh, that was quite an interesting one there. Oh, let's see. Oh, and there's one on Friday, June 7th. Yes, we're going into a little bit. There's Confined in Flesh. Oh, badass. They're actually somebody actually used it on the thing for Barleycorns. They actually put the band's name underneath. So that's cool. Culture Rot, Imagine, and more prick. I apologize. I know that I butchered the shit out of that name. Trying to read the little flyer thing. Background's confusing. April 18th. Oh, wait. Oh, that one already passed. Sorry, Multifaceted, Stay the Course, and Love Lost. They had a show yesterday. I hope it turned out really well for them. See, the downfall. See, if I would have done the podcast thing yesterday, that would have turned out all right. But see, we also are having fun and we're having a good time. And I've already been on here for 37 minutes, which is actually kind of impressive. And obviously the rants and the raving and everything like that. I'm actually surprised I was doing this tonight. I almost contemplated just taking a nap, but then I was like, well, shit, if I take a nap, I'm going to sleep through the damn podcast. And that's going to be disappointing because I had to move it because I had some family things that came up and had to take care of those things. And after taking care of all those things, I was a little bit brain tired and brain dead. And when the brain gets tired, it doesn't function near as well as it should. So I'm not able to be as quick-witted and smartasses as I can be. I started to become molasses and not moving very fast. Oh, look, a wordplay. I want to be like an Eminem rapper because my knees weak, my arms are heavy. I went to the fast food place and got mom spaghetti. I took my Pepto beforehand, so there's no vomit on my sweater already. That one didn't work out very well. It was a poorly worded and thought out freestyle rap song. So it's going to probably not make the number one hit. We enjoy around 5 or 6 kids at the park. Well, having kids at the park should be a fairly nice. This week's weather has been all kinds of fucking weird right now. Like Monday was goddamn 90 degrees, and then by today there's a freeze warning. Like we've literally hit all. There's like a chance. I think there might still be. I don't know. I haven't checked the weather app, but like 2 days ago there was a chance for snow this weekend. So we literally hit like summer, spring, fall, and winter all in a goddamn week. I'm sick of this We're barbecued right now. Dude, you're supposed to get barbecued tomorrow. That is the barbecue day. Wait, what? We're barbecued. It's a pinata. Pinatas are always hilarious to watch kids attack. We had one for the grandkids' second birthday. He didn't really give a shit. He wasn't allowed to be blindfolded. He just kind of hit the thing a few times. But you got to be very careful with that because you got to know the swinging distance and the recoil and the swing space of where the kids can be because they all like to cram up against each other. I was just more impressed. Not a single one of them got hit by the person trying to hit the fucking pinata. And then they all went for the candy, and it was funny because the grandkid was like, "Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go play back with. I'm gonna go play on my basketball goal." He didn't give a shit. He hit the thing a couple times, giggled some, and then ended up going and playing basketball. So it was quite an interesting thing. I hope that this weather. I hope that the weather turns out to be nice this weekend. I've got some things I want to do. Like, I know at some point in time I need to go outside and mow the fucking grass. I don't want to mow the fucking grass because the fucking grass is stupid and mowing is stupid as hell. But I usually like to wait till the city puts that sign on my door that says, your grass is too tall. Mind your own fucking business. Leave my grass alone. Stop stalking me, you bastards. But then they're like, it's like a $200 fine. They mow your yard. You got to pay for that. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. All right, I got the note on the door. I love the summertime because I'll mow it like 4 times in the summer because I just let the thing die. I'm one of those true adults that I don't do all the extra work that I need to. Like, I'm not out there charging $300 for my water bill so I can, let the grass grow and look all pretty and go out there and weed it and do all that stuff. And no, fuck that. I get pissed in the summertime when it rains, it's like, great, now my grass is going to come alive, and now I got to go mow the fucking thing. But then we got DJ who's like complaining about, if grass gets more than 5 inches, the neighbors are complaining. So apparently somebody in that area doesn't know how to read a tape measure or a ruler, or they were listening to their husbands that this is 5 inches. But it's the same as the weatherman who's tells their wife this is 8 to 10 inches. So, I mean, you have to be careful with all this stuff. Barbecue sloppy joes with French fries. No kids, though. He mows the tiny ways. I bet DJ from Gravestone does. He seems like the type of guy that would be out there, or he's got his 1970s gym shorts on that are like crotch cut, that are shorter than what the women's shorts were at the time. I'm so glad that I missed that time frame of that was the style. I'm glad I got into the 80s where everything was like retro colors and all bright and fabulous and acid trippy. And then I started to look back at like pictures from when I was a kid. And then I realized that my parents were like, oh yeah, we dressed you in that. And I'm like, I'm starting to understand where my dresses, how I started, figuring out color coordination. And they're like, nope, you picked this outfit. And I'm like, oh. Well, some things didn't change. I still am not really allowed to pick out my own outfits, seeing how I had to get a suit for my grandpa because I knew I'd fit it. I tried it on, I fit in it. And luckily, he knew how to have like business fashion sense. And like they grew up in that time frame where they always had like the nice suits. So luckily, I got a nice suit from him because other than that, I don't own nice clothes. It's all band t-shirts or work clothes because, well, why am I going to need a suit? Unless I'm attending a funeral, a wedding, or a court appearance, I don't wear nice clothes because, well, I don't fucking want to. I don't find them comfortable. Even if I'm freeballing in the khaki pants with my white socks on and my leather sandals and my button up or my polo shirt tucked into my pants that are above my belly button. Nope, not doing it. But then I got in trouble for free balling because my shit was hanging out and they got mad at me. Granted, I cut an area out in the crotch so it breathed better and I let my shit hang out. But I mean, either way, they did not find it very amusing at work, especially when you hike the one leg up to put it on like a chair or something and they have to see your balls. I mean, they get mad at you. You get in trouble. They tried to reprimand me, but they just realized it was easier to send me home and let me come back the next day. No, that was all bullshit. I did not do that at work because I'm not going to let my balls hang out while there are people using grinders and shooting sparks. That does not sound like a fun thing. I have caught my pants on fire by using a grinder on metal and shooting sparks on my leg, and it caught my pants on fire. It was not a very pleasant thing. We've also caught my shirt on fire one time at a house party using bottle rockets inside, because alcohol leads to the best ideas on the planet. I'm so glad I grew up in a time without cell phones where they were recording every one of my fucking actions, because I would be probably amazed on how I survived most of them and horrified on the amount of content of dumb shit that I was doing. And then May 31st at Barleycorns, there's an event going on tonight at 7 o'clock. Facebook just let me know that. Aaron Taft's band will be at Barleycorns on May 31st. Let's see. Ooh, this one looks like a brutal fucking show. Sarcoptic. Doom Something Death. Rotten Aurora and DSR will be at Barleycorns on May 24th. That is going to be a brutal, brutal fucking show. Great ideas happen with alcohol. Yeah, like wearing a kilt on stage at a place that the cops never show up to for concerts and flashing the entire crowd your shit because, well, you can. And apparently somebody had a video camera that night. Found that out later. I was not too worried. Oh well, shit happens. But I was drinking Jägermeister early that night. We got on stage. I decided I was going to wear a kilt. I flashed the entire crowd. I jumped off the stage. I didn't feel landing on the ground. It was quite an interesting night. I stood on tables while doing vocal work. I've jumped off speaker stacks. I've walked around the crowd. Speaking of walking around crowds, I was doing a show when I was in the band Swept Aside in Dodge City, Kansas at the Armory building. I have mentioned this show a few times. One, I went across the street and got a sandwich that was a six-pack of Budweiser or Bud Light or something. I don't remember what beer it was. Went across the street, got a sandwich that was a six-pack, walked inside until they realized that I took alcohol into the Armory. I also lit up a cigarette on stage. We broke the stage by jumping on it on accident. We'd never do anything like that intentionally. But I was walking around the crowd in one part of the song, and I thought it was cool because there was a female in front of me dancing. And then I realized there was all dudes around me, and I got my ass grabbed. And I knew it was not the female in front of me because she had both her hands up. So I get back on stage, and they see this look of horror, like my face is horrified. They go, "What happened?" I was like, "Somebody grabbed my fucking ass." And they started laughing, and then we went into a heavy part of the song. I mean, it's very memorable. I don't think I'm allowed back in the Armory. I don't know. Molten also has a show coming up. Let's see. This is the Saturday, April 20th at Maloney's. It is Thrash of the Titans, a tribute to the Big Four with Molten and Orcales. I don't know if I said that right. I know I still have the screenshot of when Juicy told me exactly how to pronounce it, but that's going to be an epic night of thrash metal and aggressiveness because Molten is aggressive as hell. They have their own style, and we came up with a thing. Also, there is the car show this weekend in Kearney, Nebraska at the other side. There's a Rat Rod and car show thing. Then the other side, there's going to be music with Victory Underground, Steel and Silver. Those guys are awesome. Bronze Llama. I know some of the members of that band. Those guys are awesome. Or Elias. Or Al. Or Alice. Or Alice. There. They're going to see this. If they see this clip and they realize how goofy I am. I know that I've got the thing written down in that correct way. Let's see. The other side. Bronze Llama. Awesome group of dudes. Steel and Silver. Awesome group of dudes. Victory Underground, J-Rod String Band. J-Rod is an amazing dude who has a hand in all kinds of different music. So if you get a chance to check out J-Rod and anything he does, great dude as well. The Darts, Dead Man's Run, and Calavant will be at the other side tomorrow night. Also, if you're in the Salina, Kansas area, at the Paramount Bar and Grill, Love Like War, Forged by Fire, and Fire. I think it's Fire. If not, I'm sorry. And it is a free show at the Paramount Bar and Grill. They actually recently extended the stage because that stage was dinky as fuck. You couldn't get 4 fat dudes on that stage with all their gear. You couldn't even get 2 fat dudes on that stage with them being able to move around. Trust me, I watched them try to get that amount of group of people on stage. Let's take a break from some show flyers, and we will get back into the random yakkingness. Not that kind of yakking. More like diarrhea of the mouth. The constipation has gone away, and we have diarrhea of the mouth all over the place. And no, I'm not all jacked up on Mountain Dew. I'm usually this hyped, but the advantage of having ADHD is people think that the caffeine helps. No, it just mellows me out a little bit. Because if I'm not drinking caffeine or coffee or an energy drink or something like that, should be worried because I get really fucking weird and wild. Yeah, because in the summertime when I'm drinking just water because it's 110 goddamn degrees outside, and this year's going to be weird because it's going to be 110 degrees outside. Hey, there's an idea. Maybe I talk to my boss and let us come in at 4 in the morning and leave at 12:30 so that I can go do shit before it becomes the surface of the goddamn sun so I can go magnet fish or metal detect without getting a sunburn on this amazing exterior. Which is funny when people ask me, do you know, like, oh God, me and my boss are both redheads. We're also heavily tattooed, and we both, like, he's got a goatee that's red and more white now, red. But there's been times where people have called each of us the other person's name. I find fucking hilarious. But there's a person who said, like, there was this lady with a sunburn, and we're like, are we talking like sunburn as the level of pink, as the level of red, as the level of dark, like dark red on the verge of brown? And he's like, it's not a burn victim. Hey, we know a thing or two about sunburns. We need to know the level of sunburnness that this person is so we know what level of, ooh, ah, ouch, shit. And this, kids, is why I vape. I look like a cooked lobster when I burn. I look like a fucking redhead. And when I get a sunburn, I actually know I have eyebrows because that's the only thing that actually has color on my face. It's like all fucking red. But then in the downfall of summertime is I get this cool line right here. So like I move my bandana and this whole area is fucking white and this area is all red. Hinting why anytime you see me in the summer, I'm either wearing bandanas or hats is so I don't burn the top of my head because that shit fucking sucks. I used to shave my head and I sunburned my head. That was not an overly pleasant, fun feeling. What in the hell? My phone just lit up, so I got to see what the hell is going on. I get a typey. Let's see. All right, we go into here. We see what's going on here. Oh, I rock that tan line. And Mike gives me... my kids are always giving me shit like, hey, Dad, you got a tan line there. Yeah, you know, bastard. At least I go outside. It's hot outside. No shit, it's hot outside. By the way, come help me get all this shit out of the van. What'd you get? Well, I found a washer, a dryer, a bicycle, a lawnmower. Yeah, there's all kinds of shit that we find while I'm magnet fishing. And by we find means me, myself, and I, because I'm the only one out there, but I usually talk in like the third person. Like, we're out here today at the middle of the river, in the middle of goddamn nowhere. Look what we just found. And people are like, I actually had somebody go, who else is out there in these videos with you? I was like, oh, I'm by myself. Why are you talking in the third person? And then I had to go back and listen to it, and I realized I am talking in the third person. We're out here today in the middle of nowhere. We're at the cemetery today, hunting for headstones. Who would have thought? SPF 100, and I still burn. No, you want to use Copperstone SPF 30. Trust the ginger. It works amazing, and you have to reapply it like every 3 hours. Even if it says 6, you still got to reapply it every like three hours or so. Works like a charm. It's what I put on my arms when I'm out, because I don't want to like have to go get all this tattoo stuff touched up, because most of this arm is done by a guy in New Mexico who is getting ready to become a grandpa for the first time. One of his kids and the kid's girlfriend are getting ready to have a kid, which is super awesome. Ray's a great friend, has been for a long time. We usually get goofy as shit when we're together. We're not allowed to drink before the night before the tattoos when we're hanging out, because for some odd reason, when we get together, we like to drink a lot, even if neither one of us are drinking. Like, I remember going down or hanging out with him one time. He was wanting to go out and have a drink, but he was in the point of trying to work on getting sober-ish. And we went out and got O'Doul's, and then we figured out you literally have to drink one O'Doul every minute to be able to get drunk, and you drown yourself before you get drunk. This soda pop, I think, is possessed. It's like over here popping bubbles up. Sody pop, 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 pop. And then, see, we'll go back into the show flyers here in a bit. But I also did talk to one of the bonus kids, and she is super excited, because I made a comment, if the moment that I get 1,000 subscribers, which I'm going to make a little short for and everything like that to try to help generate some subscribers. She's big on wanting to do the social media stuff, even though she's almost 13. Freaking hilarious kid. She's done a few of the toy unboxing videos with me. She's known as Little Hyperhuman, which is like a little version of me and my son, because she was known as Little Hyperhuman. My son is known as Big Hyperhuman. I was known as Hyper Non-Human, because they couldn't figure, like, there were times where people thought they had energy, and all three of us went at the same time and just started going. And I wore both of the, like, and it was after a full day's worth of work, and I was doing like 10 hours outside, and then I'd come home and I would wear them, I wear them out with the level that I do. And then I'd go work on videos and photos and stuff. And that was where I got the nickname Hyper Non-Human, because they're like, we have no idea how you got the energy levels in the gas tank that you have, which everybody in my family has absolutely no clue how the fuck I got this gas tank and the energy levels of being able to just go, 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 go. And every now and then I have go, 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 die in bed and watch reels. So it is what it is. I don't know why I am the way that I am, but it seems to work out very well. And the older I get, the more that I seem to find that I have to do. It's getting older. Shit sucks. There is Festering Fest. Oh, that one tasted. Oh God, that one tasted horrible too. Let's see. There is Rage Archer, Zeller War, Rotten Aurora, Doomed for Death, Stick Up, Gaslight. There's quite a large amount of bands on this. I'm not 100% sure where this one is at. Oh, the Morea House in Wichita, Kansas. We also have Stony Doom on May 4th in Manhattan. The hell in Manhattan are they playing at? I didn't even realize Manhattan still had bars that... But Stony Doom is going to be in Manhattan on May the 4th at 1531 Yuma Street. And then last but definitely not least, Flaw will be at the Cosmic Eye in Lincoln, Nebraska. All ages on something to May 10th. With Flaw, Gravel, Molten Gravestone, and Malum. I hope I said that last one right, but it is definitely going to be quite the interesting show that night. I also have to the downfall and advantages of doing all the different things. I ended up getting a message from one of the family members, so pardon me, my second 1 second while I decide to send this message back to them. So yeah, I can't really. I have a hard time when I try to text if I'm talking. What I'm trying to say comes out into the text, or what I'm trying to text comes out into the word speech. Uh, so oh, stupid fucking autofill likes to sit there and molten tidy whities in the messages. Molten's got some pretty good shows coming up. Oh, as I'm still trying to get over all this congestion shit. Can't imagine why I can't get over it. The weather doesn't know what the fuck it's wanting to do. But yeah, I'm definitely out of all the shows that I have coming up in the next couple months. I'm gonna be slightly biased. I'm really excited for the Flaw show or for seeing Flaw because, like I've said, they're one band that I've been listening to since I was in high school. Yes, I just kind of put an age on how long they've been a band, and they've been off and on again. But I really enjoyed their first album. I got their second album, and then randomly find their when they put out albums again. But I've always been a huge fan, so it's one of the bands that I've been looking forward to for a long time to be able to see perform live because there was always like they'd come through the area and then they'd break up or they'd have tour issues or weather issues or vehicle issues or I had vehicle issues or money issues where I couldn't afford a ticket to get down there or they just didn't come around for a long period of time. So being able to actually finally see that group perform, I'm really looking forward to it. This is like, for some odd reason, this is the year of like I'm catching all the shows that and bands that I haven't been able to see are now all suddenly coming through the area, so I'm getting the opportunity to see them. Hopefully I can get most of them. Like, I mean, Till Hell is one that I've been looking forward to seeing. Iced Wrist has been one I've been trying to see for about a year now, maybe a little bit longer. So them and like they told me that one of the guys saw the reaction review video that I did for him and fucking loved it. He goes, I don't know how the hell I missed this one, but dude, that's awesome that you did that. And so being able to get to see them live and meet them, I'm looking forward to that. So a lot of it's just being able to get out to shows and hopefully that scheduling and Evil Shadows. I need to see Evil Shadows again. I haven't seen Juicy as the vocalist. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Evil Shadows. We're gonna have to. I still think we just need to set up some massive festival out in the Lincoln, Omaha area for like end of summer and just be like, get every goddamn band there. Three stages, let all those guys do all that thing. Just give me a camera. I can do whatever the fuck I want pass because I can do whatever the fuck I want pass. Also, make sure you give Pam, P-Wiz, a do whatever the fuck you want and go wherever the fuck you want pass because her photography and concert photography is phenomenal. So, we're open to come near you. Well, as long as it's come near me and not come on me, then I have to go change my shirt or bandana or something. And this is why we're family-friendly entertainment. Yeah, see, so there we go. We'll pitch the idea. They put on the festival. They give me and Pam all access. Go wherever the fuck you want passes. Don't ask dumbass questions. And you know, you got your 2 photographers. Anybody else wants a pass, I mean, they're gonna have to pay for it. I know I'm slightly biased towards me and Pam, but the music scene seems to really like what we're doing. And I speak very highly of Pam. She's an amazing person and amazing photographer, and does all kinds of different photography all over the place. So and being able to hang out with her and catch up with, and like I hope she's gonna be at one of the shows when I'm in Lincoln, so I can see her. She's always fun to hang out with and talk to, especially when I didn't realize that it was her at a show, and then I started seeing pictures from the night before. I ended up seeing her later the next day at the show, and went, I didn't realize you were Pee Wiz. She goes, well, yeah, that you didn't know that was me. I was like, no, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. And then I like slightly stalked you and realized that was you. And I've been following your work, like your photos, for a while, and I think you're an incredible photographer. And it's really awesome to actually realize that you're you, and like actually put 2 and 2 together. And it kind of, she thought it was funny. But yeah, it's definitely something that I'm looking forward to. uh, oh, that one wasn't good. Better get in your messenger. Oh, great. That's never a good sign. Yep, that's see, we got a juicy photo, right? God damn it. I got a juicy photo from Juicy and his tiny whiteys. Yeah, see that right there. P Wiz is an amazing photographer. She's awesome. I can't there. And then like Sarah Mabel photography, she does amazing work. Love seeing all the stuff she posts, her nature stuff and everything like that. And then yeah, she does badass concert photos too. Dusty Boats, or I think he goes by Photos by Dusty. Dirty Boats. He's got all kinds of names. I always know him as Dusty or Dirty. He's a great dude. His photography is phenomenal too. I love seeing his photos. Oh, I've been a fan. Like we've known each other since Swept Aside and Dirt, when he was in a band called Dirt, and we've known each other for years, partied for years, everything like that. And both of us have gotten into photography and gotten away from the stage. So seeing his photography, I love seeing his photos. He's an incredible. And then we got like Eric Larson, or oh fuck, what's his? Oh, Fishbone Photography. He does burping. Oh, yeah, that's about as interesting as my Pepsi and barbecue sauce and popcorn chicken. But Fishbone Photography, he does incredible work as well. I've known Eric for a long time. He was also in the Dirt and Swept Aside days when we were always doing shows together, and he does incredible photography. He does a lot of nature stuff, does some concerts, and then Boone, WBC Photography. He's incredible as well. I always love seeing his photos popping up on my Facebook news feed and everything. So yes, I I found that you have to be like, it's great being a fan of other people's work because you see what they're doing and you're like, damn, that's really good. But then when you find out that they're a fan of your work and they're like, damn, that was really good. They like my photography. You feel good. Like it's really cool. And being able to talk with those guys and all of us just, and the best part is when you're listening to some of them, like you can tell the people who, like for me, I don't know what I'm doing on it. I point, click, and shoot and get lucky with some cool pictures. But they're like, oh, I got the aperture. Like there's some that are like, oh, the aperture's at this, and you got to use this aperture, and then I got this setting and all this, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like I have no slightly clue. They're like, well, what are you using? I don't know. I'm using this lens with this camera, and I point and click, and it turns out good. So you don't know any of the stuff that you're using? I'm like, I don't know. I'll fix it in editing. It's where I usually tend to do most of my work. Our steaks tomorrow. It's Rob's birthday. Hey, tell Rob happy birthday for me. Maybe you guys can get him a new head for his bass. He's got all kinds of wicked shit. He's got a couple different skulls that he puts on there. Right on. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of hop off here. I got some starting to kind of run low on energy. I got some things around the house to do. I gotta go see if the child's still alive who stubbed her toe yesterday. And while at work, I was playing Daddy Doctor from 30 minutes away while doing the process. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sonny's dad got him the Bobcat one. I remember seeing that video. But yeah, yeah, she ended up stubbing her toe yesterday. I was playing Daddy Doctor, and you have a good evening, Juicy. So I was playing Daddy Doctor, and so I got to go see how her foot and everything is doing from yesterday. Make sure she's still hobbling around all right. I call her Gimpy now, and she doesn't like it. But you guys, everybody have a good evening. Thanks for tuning in and spending an hour and 10 minutes with me. So until next week, yeah, I hope it's better too. She seems like she's doing better. I got to see her. Like, she literally came down right before I got ready to hop onto my podcast. So I hope everybody has a good evening, and we will talk to you again next week.